Marco Materia, 17 years old, international master, he just blew Hikaru Nakamura out the water in Title Tuesday, late tournament in April. These were the opening moves. Hikaru goes with the explosive c4 and we wind up back in a super solid Queen's Gambit declined. You could take, but Hikaru brings the bishop out immediately. Bishop e7, this is online chess of course, the most prestigious tournament of the week, and there's all the chess drama kicking off right now, but we're not going there, we're enjoying the moves here. This one chases the bishop back, no it doesn't. Hikaru gives up the legendary bishop bear, black doing well now, and he just plays, takes, and queen b3 in just a moment. Kind of a weird looking move. Bishop d3 looking more natural. We're in a Carlsbad structure here. Is it spelt with a K or a C? No one really knows. Driven many grandmasters completely insane. Now we see this pawn push on. Modern chess of course. And this often works well with this particular structure of pawns. Now bishop d3. And the knight goes on the edge of the board. Very stinky, a real Wiener Schnitzel. Is it headed back into the game like this or something else? Keep your eye on that one. A3 covers a square. Now we see the queen activate, both players castle, quick king safety fist bump, down the webcam, exploded out, great etiquette, rook ae1, and Hikaru setting out his stall. He wants to play down the E file, the F file. So often you're looking for an E4 break. Let's see what he does though. This is a slightly annoying move. Are you going to shatter the structure? Hikaru doesn't want to find out. He drops back. Surely E4's coming soon. I mean, you have to take care of the pawn first, but it's on the way. Now we see rook fe8. H3 chases back the bishop, drops off, and now this is played. Not going for any of this stuff just yet. The d pawn too much of a problem for Hikaru. So of course he wants the battery, the checkmate. Black anticipates it, advances the g pawn here. f4 now, aggressive stuff. Not only a camel toe pawn formation, overpowered really, but also the chance to just blow open this structure now. Use the g pawn as a hook. It's scary. Bishop d7's not the best. Hikaru can now rotate the knight round. This one doing a great job of holding the base of the chain. And after pawn b5, going for the queenside counterplay, setting up the bayonet. Be careful of this one in an over the board game. It is pointy, that end. We now see knight e5. e4 was very possible on that last move as well, by the way. Even the top move of the all-powerful engine, the knight was covering the d-pawn, but this is the game. Also looks amazing, right? Surely worth a bishop pair, that amazing knight. But here we go. Black fighting back. Before you can say...
He's going to be too old to even compete.
Now we get pawn takes. Knight recaptures here. It's activated. It's limber. It's loose. But it's not as good as Hikaru's knight, which is rotating into these dark squares, threatening this fork. Black wants to hold on to the bishops. Not that it's his choice, but Hikaru doesn't want to give that one up. So rook a b8's played to cover a square. I, the queen. She drops off for that reason here. Now bishop c8. Holding on to the bishops at all costs, maybe activating down here, and here comes the seahorse. Very powerful ponies centered in the board. Rook b5's now played. Fair play. Did Hikaru see the idea and allow it? Did he not see the idea? He plays queen f3. Preferred was actually moving the knight back voluntarily. By leaving it on that square, you allow this next move. Rook takes on c5, sacrificing the exchange. This is brilliant stuff from the young 17-year-old. Queen recaptures here, and she now eyes the queen. You've got a pawn as well as a minor piece for the rook, and your pieces are now activated. Hikaru, to move. What should he play? king h1, one of the best ideas. Later looking for pawn e4 basically, but not played. Knight g4 selected. Looks really nice. Going for the bishops, maybe attacking the king here. But black plays the great move of bishop takes on g4. Understanding you have to give that one up. The knight was way too annoying, hopping all over the place, and now winning a pawn. And this is the really key point, that Hikaru just dropped a pawn, and boy is it a big pawn. The amount of counterplay that this a pawn now gives, and the c pawn is a passed pawn. So what do you do with white? Well, of course, you attack that black monarch. A lot of the pieces are over here in Siberia. Let's kill this guy. g5's the best move to keep lines closed. And now after queen h3, bishop f6 apparently best, giving a pawn. But that's very far from obvious. We now see the queen drop back to cover. f6 is excellent. Opening the bishop, of course, even if you end up losing a pawn. And rook e6 is now played, lifting and going for the pawn. But the problem is, for black, even though you're going a pawn up, even though the engine says technically better for black, this is a very dangerous initiative. Double rooks barreling down the f-file, pressure on the light squares that you can't oppose. The knight's a bit stuck out on a limb, not really playing, and the queen's in the vicinity, of course. Best move is king g7, not obvious. In the game, bishop g7. It gets the double question marks of doom. Can you see the powerful move that Hikaru could have played and didn't? Queen h5. And you triple whammy the f-pawn. If this rook covers, then there's this cool tactic. We see similar themes in the game. If takes, then mate. This is really the point. And if instead of covering with the rook, you try f6, well, how about this? Rook takes on g5 still. If you take with this pawn, then you kill black on this file, opening up for checkmating attacks, also winning entire rooks. It's completely winning. And of course, if you take with this pawn, it's bye-bye queenie. This is actually the most powerful way to do it. Something like this, and white should win. Still counterplay though. So, queen h5, the killer move. However, Hikaru starts with rook takes on g5. And it's a mistake for one move and one move only. If pawn takes, then you are completely lost. That's a mate in one. So you don't do that. You play the queen out to c5. And this is a big threat. Takes with check, and then you hit the queen. And you hit the rook. So what should you play? Well, apparently bishop h7 check is best. Because if takes, then there's rook takes on f7 here. Barreling through. You can't take this rook because of the thing. And if the pin. And if you take here with check, then this is actually leading to a mate. Because this, of course, is trapped. Takes like this. And you shut the king in. So there are some lines. That's what happens if you go bishop h7 check. Best move. Can't take. Should go king h8. Game rumbles on. But Hikaru didn't play it. He now played queen h5, going for the sensitive f point, but there's a massive problem. Yes, simply queen takes with check. And what to do? You're losing an entire rook. King h1 was played, queen takes here, and black emerges an entire knight ahead, and 1, 2, 3 pawns. It's completely over unless you can do something funky to the king. But after king h8, you don't even have time to capture the rook. This is the massive problem because the queen checks, king g1, and how do you shut the trap? Yes, it's with the bishop on the dark squares, and you have to start giving away pieces just to stave off the mate. King h1, king h2, doesn't matter. You can either mate like this on h1, or you can mate on this file. Even if it steps to h2, still a checkmate. So, This is the problem. This is why you can't capture the rook. This is why g3 was played, to cover the queen check, give the king a bit of wiggle room. Rook e7 hits the lady. She backs up here, but Hikaru's just playing on in desperation. He's an entire knight down, plus a million pawns, plus his king's ripped to shreds. Takes was played. He's just hoping for a dirty flag, but it ain't happening with this much time on the clock. Queen takes, queen h5 on the board. Not even sure what he's thrashing for here. Queen h2, bishop e5, all the pieces playing. It's dreadfully over, and after king g1, rook g3, about to win the queen, Hikaru throws in the towel, resigns on move 44. What a smashing. The first of 3 losses on the day. Bad day at the office for Hikaru. Jan Krzysztof Duda took title Tuesday. Again, no Magnus. Alas, there's way too much politics rumbling on right now. Have a look into that one between Take and Chesscom and all that drama, in case you've had your head under a rock for a few weeks. Thanks as always for watching. Do have a look at the video on screen if you want to see some more epic chess, and I hope to see you again soon. Cheers.